Okay, this is the Azolla ponds update. This one was just, we got so much rain, this one just overflowed and we've lost everything. This one, we've really seeded with a huge bag of nasty chicken poop. And it's not doing the best. This one had water lettuce and it died. But there is some Azolla on the other end. It probably flowed through from the other side. This one also has some water lilies on the other end. I didn't put Azolla in this one because we're growing water lilies here. This one, second one, the Azolla's doing all right, but it's just not fantastic. There's no fish in it yet. So the Azolla's not getting much fertilizer, but it is still alive and it is still growing. It's only a few seeds I put in there. This one is doing really good, the first one. It's got dead frogs and lots of minnows in it, guppies. Lots of guppies in here. So it does pretty good. It's just not growing as fast as I'd like to see it. I see 3 big dead frogs in there, all bloated up. They couldn't find a way out, I suppose. But that's the Azolla update. So we'll get the hang of it eventually, I guess. This little garden didn't work out at all. We just had so much rain that almost nothing survived. Those 3 yellow peppers are still alive. The peanuts are still still alive. It looks like we've got one of the beans is coming back. And one of Juma's sort of alive, barely alive. The other one's still alive, but not doing so good. So I'm going to move them out into pots. And we're going to make a raised bed here and try a raised bed because this just doesn't work out. And then over here we'll give you a little peek at the corn. The corn seems to be doing pretty good, even with all these heavy rains. So this side's doing really good, these 2 ropes. The moringa tree is doing fantastic. The avocados seem to be doing fine. This one's really lucky. This one I planted last week, last Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday, and it's hanging in there and starting to grow already. This one's doing quite poorly. I planted it a few months ago. A little bit low there, I think. These bananas are okay, but they're not doing the best. We got one small crop off of them. The bananas that were over here, the plantain, are doing okay all by themselves. They were planted before, so it must be a nice high spot there. The other ponds we're going to be testing are over here. We haven't finished those off yet. So. And then we got the soybeans. Soybeans, Serrani's hilling up because a lot of them died out. They got really wet, and then they got a little dry, and then really wet. The farmer that was here before us, he never watered anything, and he had beautiful crop, but he was mainly growing the long string beans and cassava. So we're trying different crops here and finding ways. Kosaban, yeah. Well, the string beans in English, I think.
But you just said cassava.
And cassava. Yeah, he had cassava growing here too, though. And bananas, yeah. I guess. And we're doing all to turn this into a fruit plantation now. And we're going to also try soybeans. So we're going to try doing some hilling and see if that works better. They're alive and they do have beans on them. So there is progress. It's just maybe it's not as luscious as they should be. And we'll see if these hills help a little bit. And keep you updated.